Hello. I'm James, and I live in Manchester in the UK. And you're listening to English with a Brew, a podcast where I talk about different day-to-day topics to help you learn English the most natural way possible. And that is only by listening to it. If you want to support this podcast, read transcripts, and get exclusive access to more content, go to patreon.com/English with a Brew. So, as we say in Manchester, get a brew on and let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to another very important spooky special episode. We've had folk stories, we've had aliens, we've had ghosts, we've had scary movies, and now it's the big one, the finale. It's Halloween. Tomorrow is the 31st of October, and here in the UK, as well as some other countries like America, Canada, and Ireland, it's Halloween, a whole day and night of celebration dedicated to scary things and scaring people. But the Halloween we know today is not how it started. The origins of Halloween go back to the ancient Celtic festival called Samhain, which was celebrated around this time every year. During the festival of Samhain, people wore disguises or costumes to confuse spirits, and they lit bonfires. Bonfires are huge fires, also to protect them from evil spirits. But over time, the festival changed and evolved, and now the majority of people probably don't know that Samhain existed. But some traditions still continue today. During Halloween, typically people still wear disguises. People dress up as scary things like monsters, skeletons, or ghosts. There is also a tradition called trick-or-treating, where children wear disguises and go between the houses of their neighbours, the people that live near to them. They knock on the door, and when the people that live there open the door, the children try to scare them and shout, "Trick or treat!" And then the neighbours normally give them some sweets or chocolate as a treat. And at the end of the night, every kid or child can count up all the sweets and chocolate that they have collected. Another popular tradition is pumpkin carving, where you buy pumpkins, the vegetable, and you all carve them together. First, you use a knife to cut and remove the top of the pumpkin. Then you use a spoon to scoop out the seeds. And finally, you cut faces or patterns into them, sometimes scary faces, sometimes funny faces. And then finally, you put a candle inside the pumpkin so that when it's dark, it illuminates the face. Some people decorate their houses with Halloween decorations and put their pumpkins outside at their door. Sometimes people have Halloween parties, and usually everyone wears a disguise, and you all play Halloween games. One of the most popular Halloween games is apple bobbing. To play apple bobbing, all you need is some kind of container filled with water and some apples. The apples float on the surface of the water, and the objective of the game is to only use your mouth. You can't use your hands or any other part of your body, and collect as many apples as you can. So my question for you today is, do you celebrate Halloween where you live? Or do you celebrate something different at this time of year? And also, sadly, this is the last spooky special episode in the series. I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different from the normal. And as always, let me know what you thought of it, and maybe I can make more in the future. So once again, I'll see you in the next episode. That's everything for today's episode of English with a Brew. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did or if you didn't, and tell me what topics you'd like to hear me talk about in future episodes. And don't forget, if you want to support this podcast and get access to all of the exclusive episodes, you can do that on my Patreon page. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is where you are right now. Take care.